So if you're feeling stuck and you don't know how to make any sort of progress with your situation, it's because you're just thinking the same ideas and having the same thoughts and taking the same actions, which basically means that you need to open yourself up to other sorts of ideas, other sorts of actions, other sorts of information that could potentially change the way you are feeling stuck in your situation or your relationship. So many times people have asked whether they should, continue on with the no contact rule, or continue on by just, waiting for their partner to initiate or make the next move or something like that. And, that's fine if you're getting the kinds of results and the kinds of outcomes that you want. But if you're not getting the kinds of results and outcomes that you want, then it's probably time to try something different. It's probably time to try on a different sort of strategy. And so what helps me through my day-to-day life as I try to figure out all of the many different sorts of things in my own personal life is to just think about, where is this choice taking me? Is this taking me in the direction of my own ego, or is this taking me in the direction of acting as the person that I genuinely want to be, acting and showing up as the kind of person that I want to feel most proud of myself at the end of my life? Not in an egoic sort of way, but in a place where I'm acting from my highest values and highest ideals. So, a lot of the advice you may hear out there is based on just trying to protect your own ego. They tell you to do the no contact rule. Well, first of all, they tell you to do the no contact rule because they assume that you are a just emotional mess. You're a puddle on the floor. You can't stop crying. You can't stop texting your ex. You can't stop begging and pleading. If that's you, sure, maybe the no contact rule is going to help you to stop doing more harm than you might otherwise be doing by taking those sorts of actions. But if you're past that point, then you don't need to necessarily follow that sort of advice. Beyond that, the no contact rule is basically there to help protect your ego. It's there to help protect your idea of yourself, so that you don't have to think, oh my goodness, like they didn't text me back. That must mean that they don't care about me and I'm hurt and I'm going to cry or something like that. But instead, it's there to help you think like, okay, you know what? I just have to do this. I'm going to play the ultra conservative route and just not contact them and see if they initiate contact with me or something along those lines. Same with just sort of mirroring what they do to you. But, that is probably not going to take you where you want to go in this life. That's probably not going to take you in the direction of who you want to be in this life. You don't want to, at least if you're anything like me, you don't want to reach the end of your life and think, hey, I could have tried harder. Hey, I could have picked up the phone more. Hey, I could have reached out a little bit more. Hey, I could have said something. I know that with a lot of things that have been happening in my life lately, I'm glad that I did pick up the phone. I'm glad that I did reach out the times that I did. I'm glad that I did have some conversations. And you know what? If you do that, you can look back at this whole situation, no matter how it goes, with a clear conscience, knowing that you showed up the way that you wanted to. You showed up as the best version of yourself. And you don't have to, if, for example, you don't get back together with your partner, if things don't go the way that you want them to, you don't have to look back and wonder, gosh, what if I just told them how I felt? Gosh, what if I just had that conversation? Gosh, what if I just apologized? Gosh, what if I just invited them to the event or something like that? You have to stop trying to protect your ego, and you have to start living fearlessly as the kind of person that you want to be. That is the most important thing. Because when you do that, you're showing up as the most idealized version of yourself, and you're showing them what that version of you looks like, and you're giving them the opportunity to say, yes, that's what I want, or no, that's not what I want. And more importantly, if they don't come along with you for that ride, first of all, if they do come along with you for the ride, great. take that as far as it'll go. But if they don't come along with you for the ride, if they don't pick up the phone, if they don't respond, if they say no or whatever, that is something that they have to carry with them for the rest of their lives, or at least until they have a change of heart and decide to act differently. So if you are acting from this place, yeah, you might get hurt. Yeah, your ego might be bruised or damaged or dented along the way. And you know what? For me, that's okay. That is an acceptable, collateral damage in all of this, is I might feel bad for a little while. But you know what? I'm a grown adult. I can handle feeling bad. I can handle getting my feelings hurt. I imagine you probably are the same way as well, too. And so if that's the case, then I'd say maybe it's time to think about not protecting your ego so much and to start going out there and taking some chances. Obviously, in an intelligent sort of way. Don't just pour your heart out. Don't just confess that you will never stop loving them. Don't just, beg and plead for them back and all those sorts of things that you obviously know aren't going to get you where you want to go. But behave in an intelligent sort of way, and don't take any sort of hesitation in putting yourself out there and asking for what you want. Anyway, I hope this helps you out, and I'll talk to you next time.